Peak Trailhead, heading up to the Boulderfield. Got about 6 miles to go. Got our packs ready. Moving about an hour behind schedule from what we were expecting, but should be good. It's my friend Brett who's joining me on this one here. So let's get it. So we are in the Longs Peak Trailhead. We had to go pick up our permits from the Beaver Meadows permit office. Here's the view of the trail. It's on the first mile. I'm just thankful for the shade right now because at 2 p.m. on August the 7th, it's hot. So we're at the first junction here. To the right, go to Estes Cone and all those other areas. Stay to the left, Chasm Lake, Longs Peak. That's where we're headed. First significant thing of this trail so far. It's been pretty boring, but this is a nice little creek. So we're coming up on Goblin's Forest. Still feels way too early to even mess with filtering water. Yeah, about 45 minutes in. Kind of hating life right now, but I know it's gonna get better. We need some of that cool breeze to come up here after we get out of the tree line. Oh yeah. Oh man, I got chicken legs, dude. And we're hitting some much more significant switchbacks now. Off the distance, that's Twin Sisters. So we're getting on up. Real pretty creek crossing right here. Nice. We're actually getting close to tree line, and what Brett was just saying too, and I'm noticing it now. Trees are getting a lot shorter. But yeah, here's the trail as we're heading up, almost to tree line. There's our first view of Longs Peak. Looks like, I'm guessing, the Chasm Lake trail goes off to the left. I see a trail going off to the right, but I may be wrong. Trail split. Battle Mountain to the right, Longs Peak to the left. Awesome view. It's not so much fun. Oh man, you get through this view. So yeah, that there's right there. Man, the sun is running the shot, but I'm hoping it comes out. It's pretty phenomenal up here. Amazing. All right, leaving the junction. We're 3 hours, 15 minutes, taking our sweet time, getting up to the Boulderfield and heading up that way. Dude. It's a big old wall. Yeah, I ain't going that way. Marine Park. Where I spent this week. Looking at it. Trying to get to Boulderfield before sundown. So when you come up the backside of Mount Lady Washington, you're gonna hit a bunch of switchbacks with a bunch of signs that say shortcutting prohibited. But the good thing is the whole trail's like a causeway. You can really buck it and really gain some time we were moving really slow up until we kind of hit this section, and we're trying to book it to get to our campsite, and it's going pretty smooth. So hopefully we'll be at the top soon. Getting somewhere now. First view of the Keyhole. Heck yeah. It's beautiful. This section is just very slow moving. So it's less of a trail. It's more of really hopping over boulders, but just follow the rock cairns. There's a couple. You can see right there. Restrooms right there. Camp is right there. I see a tent, so we're almost there. The Boulderfield campground. That was not easy. Not easy walking right now. So we gotta find camp so we can drop these stinking packs. Alright. So, we forgot our permit. Yeah, permit sitting on the dash of the truck. So, I think we'll be alright though. Here is our campsite. I know what Brett's about to do. About to drop that pack. Alright, look at that view. Alright, so we've got camp set up, got the tent, trying to make some sense out of all of this mess right here. Need to filter water. I'm not looking forward to that. We gotta find somewhere where it's deep enough to. But yeah, we are here, getting settled in, and about to be done for the day. Alright, it is 5 a.m. We are heading up to Boulderfield. I'm gonna use my phone for some of this since I forgot all my GoPro stuff. So we got a lot. But I don't know if you can see it. Headlamps climbing up to the Keyhole. That's where we're heading. Okay, so we are up here at the Keyhole by the shelter. My GoPro is dead. Forgot all my batteries. The one battery I had about 30%. My GoPro's not even coming on now. I have some friends right here that help me out with trying to use their GoPro batteries. GoPro's not even coming on. I'm really frustrated right now. I've never had an issue with my GoPro in 5 years, and it shuts down at the Keyhole on Longs Peak. So you'll get to see lots of pictures and no more video. So here we go. Oh yeah, and we may not summit because it's really windy past the Keyhole. Basically, if you can tell, nobody is going up. So we may be kind of screwed. So we'll see.
This is the worst the wind has ever been. I'd say gusts getting up to 50 miles per hour.
So I don't think anybody's heading up. So some of the veterans who've climbed this before say no way. So I don't know if this is gonna happen. So, yeah, so I hit my freak out. The wind's calmed down now. Pushing. So, you know, we pushed through. The wind calmed down a little bit, but it's really bad. I'm fine tapping out. I'm ready to go home. So we're gonna climb back down this sucker. I'm okay being in that 50% that I can make it. It's just a little too much for me. So right now I'm gonna make our way back down to camp.
So if you want to backpack Longs Peak, you're going to need a permit. So what you need to do is go to Rocky Mountain National Park's website. Long story short, you want to navigate to the page that's called Wilderness Camping, and there's two links that you're going to be looking for. One of them is a link that takes you to the most recent availability list for all of the campsites within the park. You're going to pull up this really long list. Go through there and find the Boulderfield campsites, and this will tell you what dates are open. It's a good idea to grab a couple of different dates before you submit your request, just so you're more likely to actually get a permit and not be turned down. So anyways, once you get those dates, navigate back to the Wilderness Camping page, and you want to click on the submit a request for a backcountry permit, I believe that's what it's called. But click on that. It's going to take you to pay.gov, and you're going to do the step-by-step process where you're going to enter in your information and the dates that you want. Once you submit this and you pay the fee, next day or two you should get some type of response. When you get to the park, you need to go to the Beaver Meadows Visitor Center. Go past there, down the hill to the backcountry permit office. This is where you're going to be picking up your permit. They're also going to be checking you to make sure you have a bear canister where you can rent one if you don't have one. But anyways, from there, to get to the trailhead, you're going to go back into Estes Park. Go down Route 7 towards Lily Lake and the Twin Sisters. But anyways, eventually you'll get to the Longs Peak Trailhead, where you're going to take a ride and just go up the hill. You're going to see everybody parked along the side of the road for all the people who are doing this as a day hike. Keep on driving past that. Go all the way to the actual trailhead itself. You're probably going to come across a couple of rangers up there checking to see if you have a permit. The hike itself, it is pretty much uphill all the way for 6 miles. It's beautiful. It's a beating. It's a challenge. It's totally worth it. But anyways, when you get to the actual Boulderfield, you'll see the restrooms to the right. I have it shaded in the orange here. The two sections in the green are going to be where the campsites are. There's two options here. You can stop at the first campsites that you see. They're really close to the restroom, which is really convenient, really close to the water. Bad thing is, it's right by the trail, and at about midnight, you're going to start hearing all of the hikers come in. So if you're planning to sleep a little bit later in the morning, you may want to go on further to the further campsites and grab one of those. It's a lot quieter up there. So water, this section I've shaded in the blue, it is really just a bunch of boulders, but when you're walking through it, you can hear the water trickling underneath you. Just search until you find a place that you can get down and get your water filter to be able to collect some water. There's plenty of water running. We had no issues in August, probably one of the driest months of the year. The water was fine. But anyways, that is the Longs Peak Boulderfield camping guide. If you have any questions, reach out to me, and hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye.